to say hello to everyone who's going to come across. This is the reading for the Divine Femmes and DMs. This is a message specifically for the unions that I like to call the 144,000, but others may know them as so-called twin flame or soul unions. This is for y'all, okay? Hold on, I'm looking for something really quick. Okay. So I'm about to go ahead and start this reading. So I have a few questions specifically for this particular setup. So I'm going to read off those questions and I'm going to talk about the corresponding card for that, okay? So I had to write that down in my notebook. So let's see. This one is probably going to be lengthy, you guys, because I do want to go into detail about it. I didn't clarify anything, so this will be a long one. So if you don't got the time, I understand. Click off and wait until this comes on and you can make more time for it. Before I get started, I was led to charge the cards, my clarifying deck, with I got two different decks, okay? I have a deck to clarify for the Divine Feminine, and I was led to I have a deck to clarify for the Divine Masculine. Across the Divine Feminine's deck, I was led to put my selenite one, so you might want to look into selenite and see what its properties are. And then for the Divine Masculine, I was led to put tiger's eye. So you'll want to look those two stones up just to see how they are significant to us, okay? Moving on then. So the first question I had is, how does the feminine feel towards the connection? So this is kind of like more so the overall energy. And mind you, this is for June 2020. I don't think I put that in here, so I'll have to make sure I edit that so you guys can know what this is for. This is for the month of June 2020. And this can be at any point, okay, during that time. So in place for the Divine Feminine, we've got from my Illuminated Tarot deck, I got the 5 of Diamonds, which is like the equivalent to the Hierophant. So some of the meanings from this particular deck, it can deal with tradition, it can deal with being a spiritual authority, and it can deal with ideas surrounding deception, okay? Yeah, I kind of feel like all of that on the Divine Feminine's mind. What I feel is that there's definite thoughts of commitment. I feel like that's a theme. Marriage, do I even want to really get married? Is this really real? And when it pertains to the connection with the Divine Masculine, I feel like all of those things are up in the air. All of those things are swirling around. Like, is this nigga lying? Is he cutting up? Like, is he even the one for me? You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. Like, some of you guys could be. I feel that you guys are not connected right now. Whether you guys are actually in union already, but you aren't seeing eye to eye, or if y'all haven't spoken, period, like in weeks or months or years. These are still things going around, swirling around your head. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start clarifying right there. Spirit, why is the Hierophant here for the Divine Feminine? Temperance and the 10 of Wands are showing up here. So, yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So, okay, what I'm understanding at this point is that for the Divine Feminine, some of you guys could be already feeling that you're going to come into union. Feeling like, I'm tired of doing this on my own. With the 10 of Wands here, I feel like there's going to be something coming to a completion as it pertains to work or responsibility. Either you're tired of doing something by yourself or having responsibility on your own, or I think it's that way. And the reason I say that is because of the Temperance card here. We got the Temperance card, which is about This is one person on this card, but with the temperance, you have to have two different energies are supported on the temperance card with that fire and that water. So yeah, I feel like this is about being tired of being on your own, tired of being alone. Spirit, give me one more card. Yeah, the world. I feel like that's coming to an end. That's completing. I feel that you are about to be, and you know what else I'm hearing? I also feel like you're tired of just doing routine tasks, tired of just doing the mundane things. I feel like that's coming to an end, and you're going to be moving on to where you're supposed to be. Masks are going to fall down, and you guys are about to emerge, or at least that's the energy that you feel. And I do feel that you think that this is connive. What the hell? I do feel you feel that this is tied to this connection with your divine masculine. All right, so that's enough for clarifying for right now. Yep, I thought it was, but at the bottom of the deck, I see the Eight of Pentacles. So it just makes me feel like you're ready to put in work, but more towards like you're ready to work together, to build together, okay? So the next card that came out when it comes to answering the same question before the divine masculines, we got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So I had to go and look that up, and I have it right here. I'm going to read some of the different understandings, and I'm going to tell you which one stood out the most to me, okay? So for the Nine of Pentacles, it can indicate an unhappy marriage, an unpleasant home life. It can indicate the loss of a house, which, remember, for those of you who may have watched the other live stream that I just did for the fifth element, remember the Tower card came out. So I feel like that's definitely standing out to me. The loss of a house or the loss of so-called stability in a living situation, okay? Also, it says it could be a need to tend to domestic duties, a loss of wealth and stability. That sounds like a Tower moment to me. Family strife, or that the desired lifestyle is not yet attained. So there's some dissatisfaction possibly in the masculine, like, oh, I haven't reached where I'm trying to go yet. And they're upset about that. It can also be depression brought on by boredom towards doing the same old again and again and again. It can also indicate challenging oneself to expand one's comfort zone and to look over the walls built around themselves to discover what lies beyond them. Also, it can deal with returning to work after time spent at home. So the ones that I feel like are really standing out to me, getting out of the comfort zone, being because you're bored or it's like the same thing, same cycles. The Tower moments, family strife, just dissatisfaction with where you are in life, loss of stability, not being happy with the job. Those are things that are standing out to me. Okay, so these are some of the energies that are surrounding both the feminine and the masculine when come June 2020. Moving on, the second question that I asked the spirit was, what's the current, oh no, I asked what happened in the recent past for the divine feminine, and it's really in the connection within, it's between both of you, but I asked from the different perspectives. So divine feminine, what she feels like has happened in the connection, or not what she feels like, but what recently, the energy that was she was in, Lord, if I get it all together, was the Jack of Spades, according to the Illuminated Tarot. And this was an energy I felt most likely of caution. I feel like she could have been very cautious at first. Okay. What else does it say here for this deck? It talks about caution, potential. So I do feel like she could have been open to the connection, but she was definitely still cautious about it. Okay. Mind you, if any of these readings resonate with you guys, please do not hesitate to like it. If you are new to my channel and this is your first time meeting me or seeing me, also be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Okay, you guys. Now, in the position of, in the same question before the divine masculine, we see the moon card here, and I see the fool card. move on, I feel like I didn't give any more information about what the divine feminine was feeling. So for me, like I told y'all, I felt like this was a heavy energy of caution. And I feel it was something that the divine feminine could have foreseen, or she could have felt like there was a potential that things could go a certain way. And spades is swords. So, and the jack, I want to say, is like the equivalent to maybe a knight. So I feel like she could have communicated some concern in the recent past. So let's see what this is about. Spirit, why is the jack of spades here for the divine feminine at this time for the recent past? Page of Pentacles energy here, okay? So I feel like at the time, the feminine was thinking about stability, even if it was on a small scale, or just kind of creating something to make, she needed something to make her feel secure. And this could have been what she was talking to the divine masculine about. Spirit, give me some more. So the first part that just fell out, Page of Cups. Yeah. She also could have expressed to her person who could have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces in their chart, or she does. There also is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo somewhere. She could have been trying to. I feel like she expressed her concerns about the communication in regards to maybe the masculine's feelings or her own feelings. The Page of Cups in reverse, it's like I feel like maybe she didn't know what her divine feminine was. I mean, what her divine masculine was thinking about, or it could be a divine feminine. I doubt it. I've never heard that. It has to be two different. I'm saying that wrong. What I mean is the divine feminine could be a male or a female energy here, but never. Either way, this person pretty much was expressing some concerns about maybe the direction of the relationship, and maybe how she felt like it wasn't going anywhere. I feel that the divine feminine really wanted to create like some peace of mind for herself, and that's what she was trying to communicate. Like, hey, I don't know where your feelings are. I don't know where your head is at. So I'm really just trying to communicate to you how I'm feeling so that you can really help put my mind at ease. So she was throwing out some information to the masculine so that he can help to make her feel stable or secure in the connection. And all she really wanted was communication. One more card for this. Um, Jack of Spades. Oh yeah. Okay, this is too much. I asked for one more card. But we got the King of Cups, the Knight of Wands. Then we got the Ace of Cups too. Oh wow. Spirit went too far. Spirit went too far and gave me more than what I asked for. But so what I feel like happened, I'm gonna break these messages up because I feel like I just got two very distinct energies. So, like I said, the feminine was trying to really express, like, hey, I need a little bit of something from you. Here's what I'm dealing with. We don't get a chance to date right now. We don't get a chance to really be around each other right now. And I really am not sure about how I'm feeling about you or how you're feeling about me with this connection. And I really need you to put my mind at ease. And the way that you can do that is by us conversing back and forth, talking, because we're at a distance, okay? Some of you guys can be at a distance from your person. Even if y'all live in the same state, you live far away from one another, okay? For others of you, you could genuinely, like, literally be across the world. But the point was, this was about matters of communication here. When you communicated this to possibly an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius male who has Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces possibly in their chart, somebody had been repressing their feelings, holding back their feelings, even though there is a lot of love here. This person definitely has feelings about you. They could dream about you. They could have dreams that have you in mind. But what wound up happening was somebody wound up possibly breaking up after the feminine spoke about this. somebody with a little flighty, okay, with the Knight of Wands energy. That's where I get that from. Even though there's a lot of love, somebody was like, there was an argument that ensued. And if it wasn't an argument like from between you and your person, like inside, this person possibly got defensive about the whole situation and just was like, okay, well, whatever. There was some discord here, okay? And I feel like it did come from this position. So it came from the masculine, or if it's the feminine and what have you, the masculine was the, relaying these messages, it came from her. But the point I'm making is somebody decided, you know what? Yeah, I think we should go our separate ways. So there was a breakup that ensued. Even if you guys weren't actually like officially together yet, because there's such a strong connection here between you guys, it's like y'all had to break up even though y'all not even together. But energetically, you were. What I feel that the divine feminine was hoping was that her king, right, her masculine would profess his feelings for her, and then that he would just come quickly towards her. Hey, let's just go out on a date. Or hey, I'm all right, fine, babe. So you need a little bit more from me. Let me let you know how I feel. Let me tell you this. I'm passionate about you. My heart is towards you. Okay? Because the Knight of Wands can also discuss someone who's following their heart. It can also be a player energy. But what the divine feminine wanted was for this person to be like, okay, baby, what you want to do? You want to see? You want to see me? You want to try to meet? Yep. That wasn't possible at the time, but that still was in the heart and mind of one of the feminines. Okay. Next energy. The second half of this. The other thing I'm feeling about these two cards is that I feel like there could be the divine masculine who has taken into consideration what the feminine was bringing up during the conversation that could have, put a split between them for a time, and now he's rushing back towards her, following his heart, realizing, hey, I really love you. I've got these really strong feelings for you, and I know that I wasn't clearly communicating them to you before, but I'm here now, and I want to tell you about how I feel. In doing that, here's the second portion of the message. There could be a new beginning, a new profession of love where both parties are going to be really making a genuine effort here, and that's going to bring some happiness, some clarity as well. Because the truth of the matter is, some of the divine feminines weren't sure how the divine masculine was feeling towards them, even though they, in their heart, feels like this could be someone that they marry, this could be somebody that I'm with potentially, we could be great together. They still weren't sure. And now, hopefully, it's so funny, after bringing all of this up and possibly stirring up some drama and a mess a little bit, this is some of the energy that could be yet to come. I didn't ask for this. That's why I'm saying I feel like spirit went too far, but whatever. And hence, this could still be the reason that the feminine has such high hopes about this connection, okay? So moving on, for the divine masculine, his energy was the moon card and then the fool. So I feel like there were still some things that needed, there were still some things that were hidden even from the masculine, possibly about his own feelings. There could have been some unfinished business that he didn't let the feminine know about. And if it wasn't that, he just had to go within himself to figure out what he wanted. He still wasn't even sure yet. He knew he was tired of the other shit that he'd been doing over and over and over again, but he wasn't sure about the connection, or he may have a sense of assurance about the connection, but there were still some things that had been hidden from him. And it could have been, there were some things that was hidden from him that he felt from the divine feminine. And once the divine feminine spoke to him, it brought up maybe some hidden concerns and fears within him. And so remember I said that some of them decided to say, hey, we need to go our separate ways. So they broke up. That could be part of what the energy of the Fool card was about for some people, not everybody. This is a general message for the divine feminines and divine masculines collective. So in one breath, somebody could have been like, man, I'm ready to move on. Like this secret came out, this got exposed, this exposed you, and I'm ready to dip out. I'm gonna move on into a whole other direction. In another person's energy, it could have been that secrets came out, they had to deal with those things, face certain concerns that they had, face certain shadows, face certain emotions that they had suppressed. They didn't want to deal with it. It may have been a bit much for them to deal with, but now since it came up and they did have to go through that process of healing and dealing with it, now that it was in their face, now they could have had an awakening. And now they could say, okay, I want to give this another shot with faith, with optimism, with hope in the connection, and even a sense of loyalty. Like, I don't know where this might lead to, and that scares the shit out of me. But fuck it, let's give it a try. That could be some of the energy here. So let's go ahead and clarify that. Ooh, guys. Wow. Wow. So I got to say something about this Knight of Wands that came out, clarifying with this King of Cups over here for the Divine Feminine. What I now feel like the Knight of Wands was definitely in regards to was discord that led to a breakup. I say that because over here in the next energy, we got the Knight of Wands, and it just hit me. So we'll go back to that later. But now let's ask Spirit to help us to clarify the energies about surrounding this Moon card and this Fool card here for the Divine Masculine. Spirit, what's going on here with the Divine Masculine, with the Fool and the Moon? Hallelujah. Thank you, Spirit. I love it. This is good, guys. This is really, really good. That's all I can say. I feel great. I feel great about this. Even with all the hiccups, even with all of the obstacles, guys, the things that cause pain, in this connection. Whoa. Okay, so 2 cards show themselves over here on it. They didn't show themselves, but they flew out, so I'm going to look at those first. But one card that actually showed itself for sure is the 5 of Wands, but in the reverse here. So I feel like this goes in line to me with the Moon card. There was internal conflict. Okay? Internal conflict, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy right there. But I feel like this person was thinking about all the different possibilities, all the issues maybe and conflict that came up before. I'm hearing fakery or imposter. Like, I feel like this person was kind of somehow being fake. I don't know how. Like, maybe the Divine Masculine could have been putting on airs like he was totally sure about the connection, but the whole time he wasn't either. Oh, wow. All right, so we got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And then we got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is a card that has already come out before. So, yeah, man, and this is making me feel like the Divine Masculine had to think about issues of rejection, issues of abandonment, or maybe even just his financial struggles and financial issues. Now, with this card being in the reverse, I feel that when he goes within, those concerns, those fears, they're going to be turned around. I feel as it pertains to the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like if he was holding on to a job, if he was holding on to a certain way of life, if he was doing the same, if he was holding on to certain behaviors that didn't mean him any good, that he realizes now, hey, I keep doing the same shit over and over again, and it ain't getting me nowhere, and I'm tired of that shit. Like, he's going to come out of that. And I say that because remember, we're asking Spirit to help us to clarify the energies of both the Moon card and that Fool card. And I feel like that's where he's going to take this leap of faith. He's going to be like, fuck it. Like, I got to do something different. I got to make this change. And that is good news. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Magician. He's going to finally make up his mind that he wants something different, that I want something new, or I want what Spirit has for me. And as soon as he does that, he's going to start putting in work and effort that is going to prove to be so lucrative for him or her, whoever the masculine is. Oh my God, I thought I was done, but I'm not. And now we're at the Hierophant energy. Now he's going to finally be at the same energy as the Divine Feminine. Wow, 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 wow. Whew. See, look, moving on. The third question that came out, you guys. What are was that the third question or the second? That's the second one. So now, or that was the first energy, I think. Yeah, that was the first question. Sorry, guys. Second question is, what's the current energy in the connection? Okay. So for the Divine Feminine, we got from the Illuminated Tarot deck the Seven of Diamonds, which is the equivalent to like the Star card. Okay. So this talks about hope. This talks about healing in certain ways. This talks about a miracle or even answered prayers. I also feel like for some reason that the star can also indicate some form of clarity and or healing. And I also feel like the Divine Feminine could really be a star in her own right about something. Whatever her respective field is of work maybe, or wherever she's put in a lot of work and effort, she's really good. And I feel like she could be getting a lot of recognition about that. That's just, I have to say that. That's what I'm feeling. But we're going to clarify right now. What is the energy surrounding the star card for the Divine Feminine Spirit? What's going on? Too many cards, too many cards. To a cup showed itself and a lot of others. What is the energy surrounding this Seven of Diamonds, which is also known as the Star card? We got the Nine of Wands here, which talks about, really being able to stand in the face of adversity. I feel like being able to take action. I also feel like she has hope in this connection. Like you guys could be separated, because the Nine of Wands for me can also deal with if there was a separation, if somebody was like, we need to break up and all that. There could have been a recent breakup that happened, and the Divine Feminine has hope that it's going to come back together. Because the Nine of Wands in tarot indicates sometimes a separation or a breakup with the hope at some point that it can come back together. Maybe even that two people would agree that it comes back together. In this case, I don't feel like that's what happened, but I do feel like somewhere within the psyche of the Divine Feminine, she knows that her and this person, her and the masculine, will be getting back together. And that's why she's got this hope. We may have to heal, but I think we'll be getting back together. But I do think that there was some anxiety before with the Nine of Swords here. There could still be anxiety, mentally speaking. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius indicated here with the Wands, Nine of Wands, and then the Nine of Swords indicates Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius energy. I feel like this connection is really heavily on the Divine Feminine's mind at this time. Some cards just, I feel like, reversed. But the Feminine has hope. The Feminine has hope that this is going to come together and that it will end in some form of commitment. also feel like this also deals with being a spiritual authority or a spiritual leader of some sort. This could also be the reason that the Hierophant is here, period. Both of you guys are spiritual leaders, period. You need to know that. If you don't know, now you do. You guys are going to be a spiritual authority somehow. Because this connection is helping teach you a lot about spiritual matters. Congratulations, all praises to the Most High for that. Now, moving on, Seven of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, which could deal with deception and or just planning or having to move in silence, abandonment issues, all that. That can also be attributed to the Seven of Swords. But yeah, I feel like the divine feminine could be a little anxious about whether or not the divine masculine and her will ever get together and will ever be in union. Moving on, in that same vein, over here with the divine masculine, we got the Knight of Wands, but in the reverse. Now, I went back to that Knight of Wands before, and we knew that it could have had something to do with a breakup or some type of argument and or discord where somebody was fighting and left real fast. Now, I feel more so like the divine masculine is going to be coming back. He may take his time, but I feel like he's going to return. And in doing that, he'll be following his heart, because the first time he was following his heart. In his heart, he felt like, okay, I think we need to go our separate ways. But now, since examining self with the moon and going in reflection, and whatever spirit told him about himself or about a connection, now he could very well be ready, like I said, to put in work, to put in effort. Now we're going to go ahead and clarify. Spirit, what is this Knight of Wands here for in the reverse? Page of Wands is the first thing to come out. So that definitely makes me feel like he's gotten some form of inspiration, some form of inspirational messages here, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I feel like he realizes that he moved too hastily. The next two cards that came out to clarify after the Page of Wands, first of all, is the Judgment in the middle. Judgment could deal with karma. It could deal with an answer of some sort after a period of deliberation. I feel like it's an awakening. Spirit has awakened the divine masculine to some form of information that could have him running back towards the feminine. Like just as fast as it ended, it's going to be as quickly as it comes back. What's at the bottom of the deck? The World card. Somebody come get this. Come get this, Spirit. Now, we've had so many cards that have totally just matched up at different times and different areas. This is coming out with the mask off. Now you're going to be, you graduated, you elevated, he's elevated. Whew. I also feel like with this connection, with whatever it is that you guys do, whether it's as a team when you come together and work, or even in your own separate respective fields of work, you guys are going to be getting a lot of recognition. Because that's what else the World card is about. Recognition. Also, cycles ending and others beginning. You guys could be traveling together, traveling the world, or traveling to one another. Wow. I'm also hearing that it's like you guys could go all around the world and you would still wind up making yourself making your way back to each other. Both of these cards have this whole idea of full circle. On this card, you see that infinity symbol. On this one, you just see it as these 2 points that continue to come back around. Wow. Moving on. is, what is the challenge and or block to the connection? And if there isn't one, then I will say that there's not, okay? The card that came out for the Divine Feminine, according to the Illuminated Tarot deck, is the three, I mean, it's the 10, we're not getting three, is the 10 of Hearts. And that's the equivalent to the Wheel of Fortune. So, I don't really see this one as a block. I don't even see it as a challenge. Other than maybe she could see that the divine masculine, or quote unquote, needs to change. Unless she's trying to hold on to something that needs to change. Spirit, give us some clarity. Why is the 10 of Hearts here? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? God damn it. We have just matching cards everywhere. We have repeating cards for each sign everywhere. First card out. Sorry, the mic is getting in my way. First card out is Judgment. So I really feel like it could be that the Divine Feminine has kind of been in the way of the Divine Masculine, somehow changing, having this awakening. Spirit, give us some more insight to this Wheel of Fortune here. For the Divine Feminine, what's going on here? King of Swords. I just really heard that we might have to detach right now. We have to fully detach for this change to possibly take place. And this is strategy. Two cards have finally, look at this. And then the King of Wands and then the Eight of Pentacles show up. So I'm getting the vibe, it's like, we got to let this change happen. Take our hands off of it. Wow, wow, wow. And then that's when the Divine Masculine comes in ready to work. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. So again, that's Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, with the King of Swords showing up. That Eight of Pentacles is Capricorn, Taurus, and or Virgo energy. Woo, beautiful, beautiful. For the Divine Masculine, in that same question, like what's the block or the perceived challenge here, we have the Page of Swords. And hands down, I got immature communication with that. Immature communication. So let's see what that's about. It doesn't only have to be that. It could also be that they're just watching. They're just sitting back, doing nothing, but just watching everything happen. And they need to say something. First card out, Five of Cups. Regret about something. They could be sulking and upset about how they immaturely communicated to or towards the Divine Feminine here. Spirit, give us some more insight into this Page of Swords energy for the Divine Masculine. So he's over there crying over spilled milk when really it's okay. It was supposed to happen. Karma and the Wheel of Fortune out here again. I feel like he thinks he's really messed up, but he really didn't. I think that it has been revealed to him, of course, that he was being a bit immature in how he handled the situation. And if he allows it to, it can restore him to balance. I see with the Justice card here, that's karmic energy. That is Leo. I not Leo, I'm sorry, Libra, but it could be a Leo who's involved with this, I guess. That's why it came out. But justice is in regards to the Libra energy. But I mean, in his mind, in his defense, he was speaking truth. And he may realize it was immature the way that he said it and how he handled everything, how he just said, we might need to break up, or I don't want to be here anymore, or whatever. Go do you and I do me. However it came out, he could be remorseful over that. But the truth is that could have been karmic. That could have been karmic completion with the justice card here. And now it's time for him to move on. Things can change, even within the connection. I feel like the divine feminine has spoken truth before too in her immaturity. I know that resonates with me. Okay, moving on. Y'all, I definitely just used the whole wrong deck to clarify for him though. Let's see what comes out from the deck I was supposed to use. Spirit, help us to clarify some more with this five. I mean, yeah. For the page of wands for the divine masculine, what is the energy surrounding that? So the first card that just came out is the Two of Pentacles. And then we got, okay. So that Two of Pentacles energy makes me feel like he could have been juggling something and not really doing a very good job of it. Could have been trying to find a balance between home and work life, or the connection itself and home and work wherever he is. I also feel like this could be an ongoing theme in his life, like this always happens or something of that sort. The next three cards that came out were the King of Cups, which we saw that with the Page of Swords on the side of the feminine, and the King of Cups came out then. I feel like because he was so bogged down with trying to balance between work and the connection and home and just his life in general, and he already wasn't the best, that helped to repress him when it came to displaying his emotions for the feminine, even though they run deep. With the Two of Pentacles, I also feel like there was a decision that was made. He made a decision. I also feel like he could have at some point explained that he's waiting on something. He's waiting on his efforts to pay off when it comes to maybe work. He loves his job, and he cared about you, divine feminine. He's waiting for his good heart and his good Samaritan energy to pay off. But I feel like he maybe didn't clearly communicate that, or he was also doing some other stuff that was sneaky or deceptive. Or maybe he was waiting on you to, because this could be dealing with the ideas of abandonment. And remember, I said I saw that at the bottom of the deck before I started this reading fully. I just didn't take it out. So, I mean, honestly, the masculine, what I'm getting from this is that he could have felt like you were going to leave him anyway. So when he communicated to you that y'all should go y'all separate ways, it was just because he felt like you're going to jump ship anyway. So with the divine feminine being in her Page of Swords energy over here, expressing whatever concerns and caution she had, when he came back with that Page of Swords energy, he just took it on a step further. Like, okay, well, maybe if the divine feminine had disconnected from this before, he just felt like it was going to happen anyway. And he was just like, well, I'll just do this now. I'll just cut it off. At the bottom of the deck, I see the 10 of Pentacles, which makes me feel like, that wasn't really what it was. That wasn't really what he wanted. He didn't even mean that shit. Moving on. I'm going to stop clarifying there. The next question is, how can the divine feminine, or how can they overcome the obstacles or the so-called blocks in this connection? And guess what? I'm going to do this at the same time because we didn't already have recurring cards here. You guys both got the Ace of Cups. And when I felt so much love in my heart, I felt like this was talking about a new beginning between the both of you guys. I also feel like it's expressing the ways that you guys truly feel. I feel it's talking about those hopes, talking about those dreams, showing the love that you have. But let's tap on into it. Spirit, why is the Ace of Cups here for the divine feminine? 5 of Wands here. I don't know why, but I feel like let's talk about fighting for your love, like now. Fight for your love. But I don't know. There's been a spiritual war. There's been a war waged against this love. But to overcome it, you just have to overcome it with being honest about how you feel. Showing love anyway. Now I got the moon coming out on behalf of the feminine. It's like hidden things are coming up for her now. Something she's been struggling with. When it comes to taking action or her communication even. Being argumentative or I don't want to just say argumentative, it's just stirring up conflict, a power struggle. The divine feminine could also be having dreams about the such. Page of Swords came out here again. That makes sense. Especially since she was in the Page of Swords energy before. Speaking swiftly, maybe too soon, too quick, or just not fully formulating her thoughts or the message that she wanted to give to the divine masculine before. And the Death card, it brought death to something. Oh, bless me. Oh, wow. Ooh. This is Scorpio energy. Bless me again. Woo. With this Page of Swords and the Death energy, I really just feel like there could be a blockage of communication between y'all at this time. Like somebody could have blocked each other, as in to just like cut this all the way off. Like, fine. Once the divine masculine did his, I feel like this is showing what happens as far as what led up to the block and to the challenges here, right? So now it's like all of those things need to be reversed. And the way that they can be reversed is through love. Expressing our love. Allowing love to flow instead of this fear. Instead of the concerns that we had. Instead of trying to control. Mm-hmm. The beautiful thing about death is that something new has to come from it, right? And with that being the last part to clarify, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is always about a new beginning in something. At the bottom of the deck now is the Three of Pentacles. So that's now going to be talking about cooperation, working together, working on a project together, collaboration. Let's go into this Ace of Cups on behalf of the divine masculine over here. Spirit, what energies? Okay. The Star card. The Star card came out for the divine feminines. Yes. Healing. 6 of Cups. You know, I feel like reflecting on the innocence in the connection, reflecting on maybe the friendship that once, if there was any friendship, you know, the camaraderie, the happy memories, the happy thoughts and happy feelings that are evoked in this connection. That can be what assists. 2 of Wands. Someone needs to make a decision, or someone has made a decision about which way they're going to go in life and love and life and work. Spirit, another card for this Ace of Cups here. Wow, I said it. Somebody has made the choice at this point to unite. This is on the divine masculine's brain. Wow. Choose to love. Choose the connection. Look at this. And now the Justice card comes out again, but you know, just from the deck that I had said would be from the divine masculine, clarifying. Justice is here. That's revelation. That's truth. That's also vindication. Like, I feel like I just heard, if there was ever any doubt about the connection, this Justice card brings the truth. It reveals the truth. And I feel like this is a step, like, this is it. This is right. This is the connection you should choose. This is the truth. Be here. Moving on. So the next question in this reading was, I asked you for spiritual guidance and spiritual help, basically in the connection, okay? So from my Wild Unknown Tarot for the Divine Feminine, we got the energy of stingray. So I'm going to go to that and read about that really quick. So it says, developing confidence, sense of self, or a spine. So it says this, the stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the stingray must decide between the old, the easy, the comfortable, and the familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again as the force of Dharma growing within this stingray is too strong to ignore. Oh my gosh. You know what? This is so funny because this falls in line with that one card of the Nine of Pentacles energy for the divine masculine. You know, he was tired of, or it could be a possibility that he's becoming tired of this same issue or these same issues coming up again and again and again. Now to see that in the energy of the divine feminine, here we go. When in balance, it's eager and it wants to grow. I look at the upright as in balance. When out of balance, it blames others and it quits. I feel like the divine masculine or the divine feminine in the connection, who could have been a male, and the divine masculine could be the female. I feel like whoever it was, somebody quit. Like with that breakup energy or that just kind of giving up on the connection, that was quitting. And that was because that wasn't in balance. That's because somebody in the connection has been doing the same thing over and over again. They have allowed family and other pressures of life to influence their decisions. They know, they can feel the goodness of this connection. They can feel that, oh my God, if I do this, this could change everything as I know it. And that kind of scares them to a degree. And that's why they're running. That's why they ran. All right, moving on. I don't want to dwell there. Let's go ahead and head to the back energy. It's right here. Now, this is the back energy in reverse, and this is for the divine masculine here. This is what messages Spirit has for us for the divine masculine. So it talks about darkness. It talks about letting go. death leading to rebirth. How beautiful is that? This is going on in both parties. Keep moving. It says, before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns, and there's no more lingering in the past. So, when imbalanced, it accepts, adapts, and it adjusts. When out of balance, it refuses to let go and it reminisces. To bring into balance, the suggestion is to watch the sunrise. So when it comes to the masculine, whoever this could be in this connection, I feel like they were having a hard time letting go. But whatever's happening, whatever has happened, it's like it needed to happen. It didn't have the breakup, the separation, you know, that had to happen. And we already said that before, so I'm not even going to go any deeper into that. We said that a little bit earlier in the reading, but on behalf of the divine feminine energy. And since so much of this energy is just like intertwining and crossing over, it's almost becoming redundant, but it's like you just get to see more and more clearly how you guys are going through the same things. You're getting some of the same exact messages. You're having to learn some of the same exact lessons, just at kind of slightly different times. Here is more of spiritual messages that Spirit wants the both of us to know. And this is from the Angel Therapy deck, and it says visualize success. Visualize success. So it says, see yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. So freaking beautiful. Now, the most likely outcome that's against the highest good for the divine feminine, I got the Seven of Diamonds from the Illuminated Tarot deck. And the vibe that I got from this is that, first, let me tell y'all what that means before I move on. So the Seven of Diamonds is the Star card, or it is, no, I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. So this can't be the Seven of Diamonds. Sorry, it's the Jack of Diamonds, guys. Give me a minute. Jack of Diamonds. So the Jack of Diamonds deals with fascination, wonder, or scholarship. I got two different understandings for this. I'm going to go with the first one that I got. I feel as though what could go against this is if, like, what is this to me? This is like the Knight of Pentacles. So I would say that the feminine could come, that she could be slow, that she could become discouraged, maybe even too lax, careless, lazy. And I guess I say that like towards herself and towards the connection. That she could perceive that shit, what do I really have to put into? Like, what effort do I really need to put into this connection? I also got the energy of going away and going to school. Or if she's not going to school, that she would just go on some journey that might take years, and she's going to learn some things, because it can also deal with fascination, wonder, and scholarship. So she could either be lost in the sauce behind this connection, kind of just always wondering, like, what would have happened? You know what I'm saying? Or she's going to leave and she's going to go on this journey. And I guess it's not terrible, but I don't feel like that's what Spirit is wanting to happen within the month of June. Like, I just feel like Spirit is wanting these connections to come together. Most likely outcome for the divine masculine is that it's the Eight of Pentacles. That he doesn't put in effort. That he doesn't work to create structure and stability and something real for himself and for this connection. So one person could become lazy and or just go find excitement and shit elsewhere. The other person choosing not to put in any type of work and effort into the connection anymore. That's what is the most likely outcome against the highest good. Now I ask Spirit, what is the most likely outcome for the highest good? On behalf of the divine feminine, we got the Lover's card. This is the Six of Hearts according to the Illuminated Tarot, but it's also the equivalent to the Lovers coming into union. I just think it's hilarious. And on behalf of the divine masculine, the Knight of Pentacles. In this case, I feel like the Knight of Pentacles mirroring that of the divine feminine in the event of kind of going against it. I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is really slow energy. So another way that I can understand the energy against this connection is if the divine feminine moves too slowly, putting in work, putting in effort, putting in something that's tangible. Being too slow can come across as if you don't care, right? So, but in this instance, with this being the most likely outcome for the divine masculine, then taking time towards the connection, though, making time for the connection, being slow and steady, working hard towards this connection, really putting in some effort, stepping it up a notch. That has been the reading for you guys. I hope and pray that it resonated. This has been the Divine Femmes and DM reading for the month of June 2020. If you are new to the channel, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. If you ever like to order your own personal reading, then you can do so at theprettycoachoracles.com. Bye, you guys. I'm about to go eat now. I'm hungry. All right. Bye. Peace, love, light, and darkness working in balance and harmony together. Bye.